Future doesn't simply exist in wealth, he operates inside it. His life feels less like a routine and more like a permanent exhibition, where every detail has been curated to remind you that success didn't just knock on his door. It moved in, unpacked, and never left. When Future wakes up, it's not to alarms or deadlines. It's to sunlight flooding through glass walls, Miami air rolling in from the water, and waves crashing like background music designed specifically for high net worth living. His waterfront mansion isn't loud in the traditional sense. It's loud in silence, the kind of quiet that only money can buy. Floor-to-ceiling windows turn the home into a luxury aquarium, except Future isn't the one being watched. The world is. The kitchen looks like it belongs in a high-budget film where even reheating leftovers feels cinematic. Stainless steel, marble counters, soft lighting, and space everywhere. Nothing feels rushed, nothing feels accidental. This isn't a house built for comfort, it's a house built for arrival. The master suite alone could qualify as its own real estate listing. Closets large enough to feel disrespectful, bathrooms that resemble five-star spas, and outside a private dock waits patiently. Not for necessity, but for choice. Yachts don't come here because they need to. They come because they can. Palm trees line the property with precision, as if even nature understood that presentation matters at this level. The driveway of a man who refuses to be normal. Step outside and the flex continues. Future's driveway looks like a casting call for luxury brands. He doesn't collect cars out of impulse, he collects statements. Each one reflects a different version of him. Bentleys that glide instead of roll. Maybachs so quiet they feel unreal. Porsches that whisper sustainability while screaming wealth. A custom Chevy K5 Blazer that turns nostalgia into a six-figure flex. And then there's the Lamborghini Urus, the SUV for people who need space but refuse to sacrifice intimidation. Fighter jet start button. Cockpit-style interior. Acceleration so aggressive it feels personal. The Rolls-Royce Wraith doesn't rush. It arrives when it's ready, smooth, silent, untouchable. None of these cars exist for convenience. They exist to announce presence. Before the wealth came the work. But none of this happened by accident. Future didn't stumble into dominance. He built it brick by brick. Before the mansion, there were mixtapes. Before the cars, there were studio nights that blurred into mornings. Before the luxury, there was hunger. Atlanta shaped him. The Dungeon family sharpened him. Rico Wade saw the potential early and helped mold a sound that didn't just fit hip-hop, it reprogrammed it. Future took auto-tune and turned it into a weapon. He took melody and made it profitable. He took emotion and packaged it into consistency. Mixtape after mixtape, club after club. His records didn't just play, they spread. Magic City amplified them. The streets co-signed them. DJs couldn't ignore them. Then suddenly Future wasn't breaking into the industry. He was reshaping it. Money follows momentum. The checks came fast and they came heavy. Tours brought tens of millions. Streaming stacked endlessly. Songwriting credits multiplied quietly. Future understood something most artists never do. Longevity beats moments. While others chased hits, he chased output. While others waited years between projects, he dropped relentlessly. By the time the world realized he was dominating, he was already planning the next wave, breaking the rules of consistency. From 2017 onward, the industry stopped making sense. Back-to-back albums. Projects released days apart. Mixtapes stacked like chapters in a book that never ends. Most artists slow down after success. Future sped up. Collaborations didn't feel like features and they felt like cultural resets. Juice WRLD, Drake, Metro Boomin. These weren't casual link-ups. They were events that bent streaming numbers and flooded timelines. Reviews stopped mattering. Charts became routine. The streets spoke first and they stayed loyal. Future doesn't follow trends. Trends adjust themselves around him. Even when artists from his era faded, he did the opposite. linking with Killer Mike, Andre 3000, and younger artists alike, proving relevance isn't about age, it's about adaptation. 17 mixtapes deep and still evolving. That's not productivity, that's obsession. Beyond music. Influence as currency. Music is only one stream of the empire. Future's influence spills into fashion and branding effortlessly. Adidas, Puma, Reebok. Streetwear collaborations that sell because authenticity can't be manufactured. His own designs move because people trust his taste. Not hype, credibility. Influence like that can't be taught. You either have it or you don't. And Future has enough to distribute wholesale. The quiet side of a loud legacy. Behind the luxury lies generosity, rooted in the values passed down from Big Mama. A woman whose home was always open and whose compassion came long before fame. That spirit lives on through the Free Wishes Foundation, built with his mother and sister, scholarships for HBCU students, youth programs across Atlanta, resources placed directly into hands that need them. When the world shut down in 2020, Future stepped forward. PPE for hospitals, masks for frontline workers, global relief efforts, no press runs, no gimmicks, just impact. Personal life? The public never stops watching. Future's personal life exists under a microscope. 7 children, high-profile relationships, court filings turned viral moments. The Kiera chapter alone became pop culture history. Love, fallout, lawsuits, and internet debates that refused to die. Then came years of paternity claims, legal disputes, DNA confirmations, and headlines that kept social media fed daily. Through it all, Future kept moving. Studio, tour, investments, creation, unbothered. Why Future still wins. People focus on the cars, they obsess over the mansions, they argue about the drama. But the real reason Future remains untouchable? Consistency. In an industry where careers burn fast, he adapted. When sounds shifted, he evolved. When trends died, he replaced them. He never disappeared. He never softened. He never slowed down. Future didn't just survive hip-hop. He outlasted it. Behind the jewelry, headlines, and chaos stands a man who refuses to fade. A creator who stays ahead while the world tries to decode his blueprint. Love him, criticize him, debate him, you're still watching. Because Future isn't just an artist anymore, he's a movement, a brand, a cultural event. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like, comment, and subscribe for more cinematic deep dives into the lives shaping music and culture. Turn on notification, the next story is already loading.